Hello, my name is George Hopper. I'm the service manager here at EMP Technical Group. Today I wanted to talk about a real quick video, or show you a real quick video about how to enable user permissions within BarTender, specifically on 2021 version R4. There are a couple different ways to enable user permissions to lock down templates within BarTender Designer, if that's what you are using. Let me show you what I mean. So here we have BarTender Designer and our in-house evaluation label that we use. To enable permissions for this label in this format, you would go up to File, come down to BarTender Document Password, and this pops up this prompt. You can now set a user password, confirm it, type in a hint if you want. Now down here in the protected actions, we have a list of things that the user will no longer be able to do without the password. Obviously, we want users to be able to open documents, possibly save documents, and we want them to be able to print. A lot of times you don't want them to be able to modify templates, modify the VB script, the dialog options, the print setup. So you can essentially let them come in, open the document, print the document, save it if needed, and then exit back out of it. But they will not actually be able to physically change any of the data or how it's actually laid out on the template. Nice feature here is the remember document password until you close it. So you only have to type it in once before printing multiple times. Now to make these changes happen, we can click OK. And then, as always, you'd want to come up here and save your document. BarTender is nice in the fact that up here in the template that you're on, there's an asterisk. That means you've made a change and have not saved it. So I'll go ahead and hit save. This template was made with, I believe, 2016. We're just going to go ahead and save it up to the newest version. And now, as you see, that asterisk went away because now it is saved. So now if I went in here to modify any data, well, I'm already in it. Let me close back out of this real quick. And I'll open it back up. I'm off screen here. Give me just 1 second. There we go. So now here's the password. It'll now let me open up that dialog box of that property. Now, the other way to restrict user permissions is more on a global level for a particular station, or depending if you have enterprise, you can restrict it license-wide. And that is through the administration console. So come down here and we'll pick administration console. So within the administration console, there's a security tab and user permissions. In order to be able to hit user permissions, you have to enable security. And this license is for the enterprise edition. So I can either make it effective on only this PC or for all of them that are sharing the system database that is on the server. I'm just going to go with this PC only. Now we're going to go into user permissions. So for users, we can restrict pretty much access to the admin console, but we're talking about BarTender. So we're going to allow them to run it. We're not going to allow them to administer it. They're not going to be allowed to modify the system database, the global database fields. We can pretty much do whatever we need to do here. To restrict a user from being able to do anything. The nice thing about the user permissions in the admin console is it affects everything globally. So whatever label format they would open, this would be the permissions they would be allowed to use under their user account without a password. Once again, we can come down here and say, hey, if the permission is denied, allow them to override it with the password. Once you're done, we would just click on apply. And now that user would have to enter a password in order to do any changes on anything within BarTender. That is it for user restrictions and permissions from within BarTender Designer for formats and for a global environment. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at www.emptechgroup.com. And thank you for watching.